In this quick video, I'll be giving you an overview of the ideation area within OnePlan. So I'm logged into OnePlan and I'm in my ideation area. And quickly in this particular list view, I can see all the ideas that I have submitted that are currently new. I can change this view to see all ideas and be able to group these ideas by the different process steps they're in. So for example, I can see all the new ideas that have come in. I can see the ones that are in review. I can see which ones are on hold, which ones might have been closed. So I can get a central view of all these ideas, as well as other key metadata, for example, like budgets or benefits, or even some scoring on these different ideas. I can also group these ideas differently. So if I wanted to look at all the ideas by a business unit to see which business units are providing what input on ideas, I can group them by different business units. I may also want to filter these out. So maybe I only want to see the ideas that are coming from IT or IT and the product development team. So I can quickly filter these ideas out as well in this particular view. Now, I'm going to drill into one of these and we can then see a little bit more detail around this idea. For example, currently we can see this wind turbines idea is in the new stage. I can see that Ehrlich is the requester. I can see the executive sponsor is Jared. I can see it's coming from the IT department. It's a high priority idea. You can see it's associated to growing the business goal, and also I can associate this to my strategic portfolio management OKRs. So this is actually being associated to growing our corporate business globally, as well as inside my portfolio, I've attached this idea to one of our programs we're working on, improve and enhance the business. Below you'll see you can add in some business case information here. I can put a high-level budget and benefits amounts in here to get some idea around ROI. We also have built in two different prioritizations within ideation. We have a more traditional driver alignment. So for example, this is how well does this particular idea align to the overall business strategy? Does it help improve employee retention and so forth? And you'll see at the bottom here, as we change these around, our scoring will change and we'll get a prioritization score. Now, if this idea is more aligned to a product request or feature or user story, we've also built in an agile prioritization method called WizGIF. And so you can also use this as an opportunity to change and grade your WizGIF in here as well. So now coming back out, I wanted to show you, not only do we get a nice list view here to kind of slice and dice up all the ideas, I can also get a board view of this information. So if I, for example, if I wanted to look at all ideas by the different categories we have, I can look here across the top and see this is our security category, this is a cloud computing, business analytic category, and we can see all the ideas that are associated to that. And then we're looking at it by priority. So this is one way we can look at that. I also might want to look at this by, let's say, for example, ideas by state. So now I've changed my board view to look at this by each idea and which state they're in, and then what their priority is. Now across the top here we can change either the columns or the lanes. I'm currently looking at the colors by the categories, but maybe I want to look at maybe by the business unit so I can see which business unit is providing which idea and where they are within the state and priority. Also, I'm rolling up total budget, so I can actually put constraints in here if I wanted to say we're only going to spend about, let's say we're only going to spend about $800,000. So I can save that, and I can quickly see that we're over our budget limit, so we need to maybe move some of these back out into the proposed stage. But we might want to actually make the lower ones moved out. So we'll go ahead and make this a little smaller so you can see this view here. And so we can move like lower priority ideas out, put them back on proposed, and so forth. Also, you can see that there's some dependencies built into this. So you can see that this particular business intelligence is linked to this data analysis over here. Why this is important is because if you had this actually in active state and this one on hold, you might be affecting this idea and might create some delay in getting that idea done. So you want to make sure you have an understanding of your dependencies between the different ideas. Now, when you have an idea that you want to move forward and to create into a project or a program or an epic, it's real easy in OnePlan to be able to come into a particular one. You open up this up here and you say reorganize, and then I want to say I want to make this idea an epic. So now I'm going to convert this into an epic, and then I'm actually going to select which program is this associated to. So this is enhanced portal development, and I select that and I say reorganize, and now this becomes an epic within the portfolio system. Creating a new idea is easy. If you're a user within OnePlan, you can click on New and say New Idea. Or if you are a team member, you can actually set up a team SharePoint site where you can actually collect these ideas using a SharePoint list. And people can fill out this through your team's environment, or you can actually have just a nice little SharePoint area where you have your different challenges and ideas being collected here. And once you get these ideas submitted in here, you can review them in SharePoint and then approve them, and then they will be synchronized into OnePlan, so you can do a little bit more analysis with the prioritization and costing and so forth. Lastly, there are some reports you can view around ideas. So I'm going to click on my portfolio here, and I'm going to go to my dashboards. And in our dashboards, we have an ideation report. So this is just a quick overview of the ideation area within OnePlan.